Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Vintage Guitar Legacies. I'm your host, Sarah James, and today we're at Black Mountain Guitar in Cave Creek, Arizona to feature this majestic 1976 Martin, formerly owned by Steve Earle. Let's dive in. Today, we have this incredible 1976 Martin D-28, formerly owned by the legendary Steve Earle. Now, the mid-late 70s wasn't really a banner year for Martin due to quality control issues. I have a 77 Martin D-35 that I bought new, and it's really needed some work, intonation and stuff like that. But this one is really special. It sounds incredible. And that's probably why Steve bought it. This guitar is not only a fine example of Martin's craftsmanship, but also a significant piece of musical history, having played a crucial role in the creation of Earle's acclaimed album with the Del McCoury Band, The Mountain. Known for its robust sound, excellent projection, and superb craftsmanship, the D-28 has been a favorite among musicians since its introduction in 1931. This 1976 model, although a difficult period for Martin, maintains this tradition with its solid Sitka spruce top, Indian rosewood back and sides, and a beautiful mahogany neck. These materials contribute to its powerful, resonant tone and exceptional sustain, characteristics that have made it a staple in folk, country, bluegrass, rock, you name it. This one exhibits that very classic sound for which Martin is known. Earle, a celebrated singer-songwriter and musician, one of my own favorite songwriter heroes for years, is known for his raw, honest songwriting and distinctive vocals. This guitar was his trusted companion during the recording of The Mountain, an album he released in 1999 that marked a significant shift in Earle's career towards bluegrass and more traditional country music. It was used extensively while he was on tour with the legendary Del McCoury Band. One of the reasons the legendary Martin D-28 stands out is its versatility and balance. In Steve's hands, it delivered both delicate nuances and robust driving rhythms that define the album. Whether it was intricate fingerpicking or strong rhythmic strumming, the D-28 rose to the occasion, enhancing the emotional depth and musicality of each track. In summary, the 1976 Martin D-28, owned by Steve Earle, is more than just an instrument. It's a testament to the enduring legacy of Martin guitars and the profound impact of Steve's music. This guitar has not only witnessed the creation of The Mountain, but also contributed to the sonic tapestry of an album that continues to resonate with fans around the world. Today, I'm excited to have my dear friend Robert Hoke with us to demonstrate and discuss this extraordinary 1976 Martin D-28, formerly owned by the legendary Steve Earle. Let's check it out. Robert Hoke, it's good to have you back with us again. Yeah. What a beautiful demo that was.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Oh, by the way, we should add that we are at the Black Mountain Guitar in Carefree, Arizona, Cave Creek, Arizona.
Right, great shop it has.
Yeah,
here.
great shop. Yeah, wonderful place. So I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for that demo. What tuning was that anyway?
D-A-D-E-A-D.
Daddy Dad.
Daddy Dad, yeah, something like that.
Something like that? That's great.
Sounds good on this old guitar.
Yeah, it does, yeah. So you've played a number of old Martins, vintage Martins. You've done some things for us before. What's your take with this one?
Oh, it's a beaut. I understand why you bought it. I don't understand why Steve Earle sold it. You know, because
Yeah,
it really
well, I know
is.
why he sold it. That's another story.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, unless it needed bail money, I would have never gotten rid of this guitar because it's really sweet. It really rings and yeah.
It's got that signature Martin
Right.
sound. How would you describe that? The Martin sound. Well, talk about that.
You know, it's all in the wood. You can't find wood like this anymore. So, you know, the old Sitka, the Indian rosewood, it's just, the wood then was very old, you know, so it's just hard to replicate an instrument like this in modern day. There's no way possible, really, in my opinion. I'm sure there's a lot of makers out there that wouldn't be happy
They
with
probably
that comment.
argue about that point. Yeah, yeah. I know we've talked about before about holding a vintage instrument that belonged to somebody notable. What did you sense anything special about this? Because you haven't played it. Well, yeah, I think you played it over my place.
I may have,
studio,
a while ago, but no, I mean, songs I would assume just pour out of this like they did for him. You know, it's just a joy to play, and like again, the sound is just fabulous, even for mid-70s. I know that wasn't their glory years, but they kicked this one out before they went on strike, luckily, in mid-1977, the labor strike. So, because this is 76, right? Yeah.
76, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So they were on strike in 77.
September of 77, they went on strike.
Really?
Yeah, so I think they
didn't know
barely
that.
slid any out towards the
I
end
should
of
have
that
known
year.
that. That was an interesting tuning that you.
Yeah, well, it really
picked.
brings out the mild Martin. I love it when it's tuned way low, and it really brings out the resonance of this. And you know, a guitar like this, you wonder. Obviously, Steve Earle played it, but who else played it?
I wonder.
Right, or at least who was in the room with this guitar?
Right,
You can
yes.
imagine the people that were in the room with this back
I know.
in the day with
Yeah.
Guy Clark and all those
Yeah.
fabulous Nashville
yeah.
people. Yeah.
He bought it in a shop in New Orleans in mid 90s or so. Because I have a letter from him explaining some of the detail of that. But you're right, and he used it extensively in the recording of his album, The Mountain.
The Mountain, right?
And when I first got the guitar, I was playing that song with that guitar, and then I heard the recording. I said, "That's the guitar.
Yeah.
It really has a very distinctive voice."
You were playing the song.
I was
Mountain?
playing the song "The
Right.
Mountain" on that guitar,
Right.
and then I
Pilgrim,
played the
a lot of
album.
good songs
I thought,
on there,
oh my God,
right?
yeah. So one thing about this guitar I've noticed, because I have a couple of other guitars that Steve owned, he sold a whole bunch of his collection,
Right.
and so they have the same kind of not this rash here, but this
Right.
this Steve
What
just
a heavy
really
player. I mean, it goes down
plays
here. Yeah.
crap out of his guitars. I thought
Right.
and I've seen him. I have one that he signed for me. I've seen him play. It's
Yeah.
he goes right at it. So it's kind of cool. You know,
Right. No, he banged on a good.
Yes, he
You
did.
know what's interesting about this, Martin? There's not a lot of checking. I mean, there's a little bit of checking.
Yeah, you're
but,
right.
Most mine, for instance.
And there's some pick rash down in here. Some like
Right.
yeah, somebody
Right.
said-
But no, he.
that was from you from your demo.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Now he played this thing like a Les Paul. I mean, look at this.
Mm-hmm.
But he produced a lot of good music.
He really
so,
did.
You know, whatever
Yeah.
it takes. Oh, you're lucky to own it.
Yeah, I think so.
Right
I
place at the
don't-
right time.
Yeah, well, I always say that I don't aggressively collect, I curate. And a guitar like that comes to me, it's my responsibility to care for it, nurture it, preserve it. It'll get passed on down, to the next person. And so my job is to take care of these.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I've got some real treasures, and I like to say they come to me. They find me.
Just think of me when you pass it on, okay?
You said that about everything else you've done for us. Robert, thank you so much.
Well, thanks for having me.
It's a real joy to have you back, and you're such a good friend, and hung around all day to do this, so thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you can find Robert's music and shows on his website, roberthokemusic.com. That's Robert, H-O-K-E, music.com. Also, make sure to check out Black Mountain Guitar in Cave Creek, Arizona at blackmountainguitar.com. Thanks for watching. If you like this episode, please like, follow, and subscribe for more. We'll see you next time.